Hello, it's Thursday, May 14th? Yeah, May 14th, 2020. Um, and I remembered a memory when I was living in New York City in 1977. And I did a lot of work at these rehearsal studios on the Upper West Side in the old Ansonia Hotel. Um, I don't think it's there any longer because it was a very old, rickety old building and all. But this is where Phil Osterman rehearsed his theatrical productions because it was a cheap rental space and it was big. And I remember we were rehearsing Relatively Speaking with Myrna Loy. And I remember the man who managed the Ansonia Hotel. He was a very nice older gentleman. I think his name was John. And this is absolutely true. This was in the fall of 1977. And the MGM screen legend Joan Crawford had died in New York City earlier that year in the spring, I think in March or May, I'm not sure when. And her funeral was also in New York City at the famous old funeral home, Campbell Funeral Home, where Judy Garland was sent off, and a lot of Rudolph Valentino, I think, many, many years ago. I mean, so John, I don't know what his connection was at the Campbell Funeral Home, if he worked there part-time or if he knew somebody who did, but John had photographs of Joan Crawford in her casket. And he showed them to me. And he was all excited about it. Oh, doesn't she look beautiful? She's just gorgeous and all. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, it was a little strange. I also remember the wonderful, wonderful Texas American playwright Horton Foote, a very courtly old gentleman. He must have been in his 70s, maybe 80s by that time. I don't recall. He was rehearsing one of his own shows in one of the studios next door where we were rehearsing with Myrna Loy. And I remember meeting Horton Foote and telling him how much I enjoyed his great, great body of work. You know, the Trip to Bountiful, which I don't think it hadn't been made into a movie with Geraldine Page until the mid-'80s, but it was still very popular on the stage. Different actresses playing Carrie Watts and all, and so many other wonderful, wonderful plays that he had written. So I remember it was a thrill meeting him. So those are my memories about the Ansonia Hotel. Be fabulous.